All right, so warm up for glutes today. We are gonna do an AMRAP for 5 minutes of 10 squats, 10 alternating lunges, 10 glute bridges, and 10 sit-ups, okay? So we're just gonna take like 10 air squats, and then we're gonna do 10 lunges. You can alternate them. You can like TikTok them if you wanna go forward and then back as one, and then switch legs and forward and back as one. So do whatever you want there for lunges. And then 10 glute bridges. So we're gonna lay down on the ground and bring our hips up off the mat, driving our heels into the ground for some glute bridges, 10 of them, and then 10 sit-ups while we're laying down. So start to get those abs worked out because we're gonna do some ab work at the end as well. Okay, so get yourself ready. You don't need a band for the warm-up. It's just a body weight warm-up, and it's 5 minutes long, and you're gonna go through that sequence as many times as you can in that 5 minutes, starting kind of slowly and just warming up your body, getting your ankles, nice and warm, and your hips and your back body. So move really purposefully through this warm-up, and then we'll get right into the glutes work. So we're gonna start here in 5 seconds with 10 squats. In 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. So for this first round, take nice and slow. I have to get my body really warm and moving. So take 10 good squats. Good. When you're done with those 10 squats, we're gonna take 10 alternating lunges. So you can do them forward, you can do them reverse, maybe change it up in the various rounds, but just 10 total, so 5 each leg. But even in this warm-up, start to focus on driving through your heel on the lunges, activating your glutes as you warm yourself up. After you get through with 10 alternating lunges, head right into 10 glute bridges. Lay down on the mat, push through your heels, and drive your butt right up off the ground 10 times. Good. You should feel your body starting to get a little hotter. When you finish with 10 glute bridges, take it right into 10 sit-ups. You can come all the way up and touch your toes 10 times. And when you finish with those sit-ups, you start back at the top with 10 squats. Good. Good work. We're about 90 seconds in, okay? We're going for 5 minutes. So start again at the top. See if you can take your squats a little bit deeper this time. Good. 10 of them. 10 of each thing. Good. Keep your chest nice and upright. Just sit back in those heels. And then step out some lunges. And take these reverse this time. 10 reverse lunges. Sitting down, nice and deep in the glutes. Good. We're about halfway through this warm-up. We have a good little glute sequence planned. It's gonna be a little bit spicy. Here we go, glute bridges. Good, really squeeze those glutes at the top. And then straight into those sit-ups. Good. And then take it from the top. Okay, probably have time for one more full round and maybe a little bit of extra air squats at the end. Good, guys. My knees are cracking so much. I'm like so incredibly noisy over here. If anyone can relate to that. 10 alternating lunges, here we go. Hopefully you're breathing a little harder now. Your body's getting warm, ready to work. Good work, you guys. Finish up those lunges. Drop it down to the floor. We've got 1 minute left of work. So try to kind of move quickly through these movements for this last minute. Good. And sit-ups, 10 sit-ups. Good. We've got 30 seconds left. So let's use it. Stand up. Get back into those squats or wherever you are in the rounds. Good, you guys. Here we go. We got 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Good job. Good little warm up. Kind of basic, right? Okay. I'm going to shift this way so that you have a more appropriate angle on me when I'm working down there. Okay. So here's the scoop. We are going to do the usual with the glutes work. So we're going to do 45 seconds on, 15 seconds off of 2 exercises. We're going to do each of those exercises twice through, and then we're going to rest for a minute, and then we'll move on to the next sequence, okay? We're going to get right into it. So the first movement is going to be dumbbell glute bridges with a band. So if you have a dumbbell handy, you're going to just place the dumbbell in your lap. You're going to have the band above your knees, and you're going to lay down into a glute bridge and just press up against the weight, okay, for 45 seconds. So with glute bridges, you can kind of go through the motions and not feel them very much, or you can really focus on your glutes and you can feel them a lot. So let's do the latter. Push out against that band, okay? And then we're partnering that with Bulgarian split squats. If you have something that you can elevate your back leg on, like whatever you have around the house, a couch, a chair, whatever, I'll use this poo thing. So you're gonna elevate your back leg, hop your front leg forward, holding dumbbells in your hands, and you're just gonna drop down into a nice deep, deep, deep lunge, keeping your knee at 90 degrees and driving through the heel of that front leg, okay? So you really wanna focus on utilizing this glute to take you up and down. Your back leg quad is gonna wanna kind of tighten and work. Try to relax and breathe, tighten your abs, work that front glute, okay? We'll do the left leg first, then the right leg in the second round. Cool, cool. All right, get a drink quick and then get your band and a dumbbell and get ready to do some glute bridges, okay? 45 seconds, guys. It's gonna go. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. All right, lay down. Band above your knees. I'm coming, I promise. Dumbbell in your lap. Here we go. Just push it up off the ground. All the while you're pushing out against the band. Okay, so there's constant tension. Good. More than halfway done here. So tuck those glutes at the top, give it an extra little squeeze at the top of the movement. 10 seconds left. We're transitioning kind of quickly, okay? In 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, quick, quick. Ditch the band. This is like your test in how quick you can move around. Grab your dumbbells and we're gonna hop our left leg out in front for these Bulgarian split squats. In 2 and 1, here we go. So drop it nice and low, driving through that left heel. Good. Balancing. This seems to be a challenge for me this morning for some reason. Good. Breathing, keeping your chest upright. Good, and that's halfway. Keep moving the whole time. You only have to do your left leg 1 time. Good. Try to relax that back leg a little bit. Putting the tension into the front leg, front glute, tight abs. Good. 3, 2, 1. Quick switch again. Back down to the mat. Band above your knees. Back to those glute bridges. Well, carrying split squats are just, there's no way around them. They're just hard. Here we go. 2 and 1. Driving that weight up to the sky. Good. Make sure you can wiggle your toes. You're really driving through the heels. Squeezing those glutes at the top. You can kind of touch them. Tap your glutes. Kind of helps activate them. That mind-body connection. We're halfway. Good. Then we'll hop up and hit that right leg on the split squat. And we'll be done with sequence 1. 10 seconds. Here we go. Good work, you guys. Stay with it. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take off the band. Set it to the side. You'll need it for the next one. All right, we're on our right leg. So walk that right leg out in front. This leg's always harder for me to balance on. Here we go. Drop it low. I went to Suffer City this week, like Wednesday, I think. And you know, you've done their workouts, I think, most of you. Holy moly. And in person, insane. And there were so many squats and so many lunges and so much running. I'm still kind of recovering a little bit. Good, more than halfway. Here we go. We're almost done. We get to rest after this for a minute. Drop it really low in that squat or in that lunge. Good, 10 seconds, guys. Stay with it. Good. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Whew. That's one way to start, huh? Okay, we're gonna keep moving. We are on to sequence 2. Sequence 2 is banded lateral walks. So band above your knees. We are gonna do these a little bit different than we usually do. I'll demo in a second. And then we're doing banded squat with reverse lunge, right? So my favorite. So staying low, squatting, stepping back. Don't trip over your weights though. Into reverse lunge, squatting, reverse lunge, okay? Banded lateral walks. Oftentimes we do these squatted, like deep in a squat. This time we're gonna stay upright with a slight micro bend in our knees. And we're gonna just walk it out really slowly with whatever space you have. You can go back and forth. The key here is butt it's squeezed super tight, micro bend in the knees. When we walk, we step it out. When we bring our feet together, they really only come to hip width, okay? So you're not releasing the tension and bringing it all the way in. Lateral walks, keeping tension the whole time. You look kind of silly, but it'll keep your glutes engaged the whole time. It's very hard. Okay, here we go. You can use weights on the squat part if you'd like. Okay, starting with those lateral walks in 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. So if you have space in your living room, you can walk it out like 5 steps and back 5 steps. But stick that butt, force it out back towards the wall, and keep super tight engaged the whole time. Good. Nice and slow. Just dragging the outside of that foot outward as you step. When you bring it in, don't bring it in narrower than hip width. You're more than halfway. This is where you can test the tension of your band. Like if your band is kind of worn out and old, it's much easier. But then you get a really nice tight band and it's like, oh good, these are real. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Keep the band. Grab weights optionally if you'd like. We're gonna do squats into reverse lunges. Staying super low the whole time, okay? Now that our glutes are super fired from the band, we'll keep that action going. 3, 2, and 1. So we're gonna squat it out, lunge it back. Squat it out, lunge it back. Alternating, but staying super low the whole time. Chest upright. Good. Keeping the tension in the band as well. Whew. These just kind of hit it, don't they? Good. Stay low. If you have to stand up, but then get right back into it. Good. Got just over 10 seconds to go. Here we go. Stay with it. Drop it low, stick your butt weight back. Drive through that heel for 3, 2, 1. Good. Oh, keep the band on. Those are hard. Back to the lateral walks in 5 seconds. You guys are doing awesome. Stay with it. Here we go. Micro bend in the knees, sticking that butt back, almost like arching your back a smidgen, leaning forward just slightly. And then keep the tension in the band that whole time. Challenge yourself to not bring your feet in very close to each other. Good. Good work. More than halfway done. 45 seconds just really flies. Ha. Here we go, stay in it. Should be burning pretty bad by now. Less than 10 seconds, here we go. Good, for 3, 2, 1. Rest for a second. Then we'll hit those squats with alternating reverse lunges. And we're done with sequence 2. You guys are doing awesome. Okay, 5, 2, and 1. Here we go. Drop it low and stay low for this whole 45 seconds. Squeezing your glutes, driving through your heels. Good. It's so weird to see, we moved last week. And so it's just, I'm like, whose living room is that? Like looking at the screen, it's so weird. So weird, lots of changes. Good, we're halfway. Stay here, you get to rest after this. Stay nice and low, push through your heels. Chest up so you can take some good big breaths. You got 10 seconds. You can do anything for 10 seconds. Stay here. Good, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. That hurt a little bit. Beautiful work. Okay, moving on to sequence 3. We are going to do, we're gonna do sumo squats, okay? So taking our feet a little bit wider than hip width, toes tracing outward, knees tracing outward and toes, and we're gonna drop into sumo squats. So I like to give variations on this one. You can either just do sumo squats down and up. When you come up, keep your glutes engaged, don't come all the way up and release the tension. So down into a sumo squat, up, glutes still super tight, micro bend in the knees, okay? Or if you can pulse it out, you can do like 5 pulses and then stand up. You can hold a heavy kettlebell, you can hold a small dumbbell. You do you, take what you need today. So pairing that with curtsy lunge into a reverse lunge. All the lunges, okay? So we're gonna drop into a curtsy lunge, back into a reverse lunge. Almost like TikToking them, okay? Not like TikTok, like the annoying thing that my daughter asks for every day. TikTok lunges, okay. Ready? We're gonna go in 10 seconds. Whew, I'm breathing today. Sumo squats, grab a weight. You can always put the weight down later. Hold it at your chest, hold it down beneath, whatever feels good, and go. So I'm gonna pulse it out a little bit, maybe like 10 pulses, and then stand up. Good. But you can pulse once, you can pulse twice. Push yourself a little bit. Good. We're halfway already. Driving through those heels. Make those glutes work. Don't let your quads take over. In my case, I have pretty substantial quads, very large ones that just want to do all the work all the time. Good job, you guys. Got less than 10 seconds. Stay here. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Good work. Okay. Curtsy lunge, reverse lunge. Actually, I'm gonna go weights and try and make this one a little bit harder. Here we go in 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So we're dropping it into a curtsy lunge and straight back into a reverse lunge. Try to not put your rear leg down in between. So balancing, that stabilizing leg's really working. Dropping it nice and low to the side on those curtsy lunges. Feeling that outside of that glute and my T-band. Good. Good work, you guys. You look awesome. 15 seconds to go. You only have to do your left leg one time. So hit it hard. Here we go. 5 more seconds. You can do it. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Whew, good work. All right, back to the sumo squats. I'm just gonna do one weight for these. We're going to 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Drop it low, stick that booty way back. Chest up. Pulse it out if you can. Squeeze those glutes the whole time, the bottom all the way up. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Check in with your abs, make sure that they're nice and tight because they'll protect your back. More than halfway, good. Pulse it out, give it a few pulses. Good job, you guys. Here we go, we got 10 seconds. We're doing it all together, stay here. For 3, 2, 1, stand up. Okay, switching legs. You guys are doing awesome. We're flying through this workout. It's so good. So we're switching legs, curtsy lunge, reverse lunge. In 5, 4, 3, 2. Here we go. Drop it nice and low into those lunges. I love curtsy lunges. I feel like you can just like feel your glutes getting stronger. Good. Check in with your knee on that reverse lunge. Make sure you're keeping your knee at 90 degrees. Good work, you guys. We're halfway. Then we get to rest. Doing awesome. Challenge yourself to keep that leg lifted and not dropping it in between the lunges. Good, good. 10 seconds. Here we go. Go for the full 10. Then we rest. Let's go. 5, 4, 3, 2. Get one more. Good. Drop it. Let it go. Here we go. Okay, now we are heading into dumbbell hip thrusts. So if you have, again, a surface that you can lean your back against, these are a little bit different than glute bridges. Let's see how this feels. This will be interesting, maybe. Okay, so we're gonna go dumbbell in our lap. We're gonna put our shoulder blades up against whatever you have, a couch, a chair, whatever this thing is, like augmenting thing. And we're gonna just drop it down, tuck our chin, touch our booty to the ground, drive up. Weight band to add some extra challenge. And we're partnering that with frog pumps. So now we're gonna take it all the way to the ground. We're gonna put our feet together, splay our legs out to the side, push the weight up, squeezing the outside of our glutes on the way up. Good, good. Okay, band, dumbbell. I'm gonna just leave my timer running, so you have 15 seconds to get your legs together for a second. Okay, here we go. If you don't have a surface to lean against, you can just do glute bridges again on the ground. Those are good. You can never do too many of them. Here we go. So we're tapping our booty if you can, depending on the height of your stabilizing object. Pushing out against the band, tuck your chin, hinge at the hips. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze on the way up. Driving through your heels, squeezing at the top. Good. Beautiful work. So if you have the option of going heavier on these, if you have a heavier weight, use it. Good work. Ooh, I'm scooting. Here we go. 5 seconds. Good. 2, 1. Woo. Just burn a little bit. Okay, now, while you're on the ground, just scoot over to your mat. Get ready to do some frog pumps, take off your band. And weight in your lap. Heels touching, knees splayed out. Here we go. So for these, you won't have a huge range of motion, just a couple of inches down and up, but it does the trick. Okay, so back to the hip thrusts. If you have access to like some kind of a barbell or something heavier, even a kettlebell that you can put in your lap and do hip thrusts, if you can kind of challenge yourself to go a little bit heavier on those once or twice a week, it will make such a huge difference in terms of your glutes physique. Weights are good. I have this thing called a booty sprout, and it's like cable bands that go across you to simulate a barbell. You have 10 seconds. And it's pretty awesome too. So if you are interested in that, you can message me for more info on it. It gets the job done at home. 2, 1, good. Grab a band. I just am a huge advocate for getting underweight for women, especially for our bones, and also for just our bodies, our transformations are so much more significant if you lift some heavy weights. Oh, here we go. This is a fast switch. Okay, back to the hip thrusts. Good. Good work, you guys. You're crushing it. So we just have 5 sequences total, so we have 1 more after this. And then some abs work and a finisher, and we're on our way. Have a lovely Saturday. Good work, you guys. Stay mentally connected to this. You can kind of phone it in a little bit, but think about your glutes. Picture them working. Got 10 seconds. Here we go. Squeeze hard at the top. Give it a little pause. Push out against that band. Make every rep count. Here we go. 2, 1. Good. Scooch on over. Take off the band. And back to the front pumps. Then we rest. We're flying through this. Here we go. 2 and 1. Good work, you guys. Squeeze those glutes at the top. You'll feel your hamstrings working, your inner thighs even. These are really nice, isolating movements. Oh my gosh, I'm still cracking. What is happening? Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good work. See if you can get your hips just like 1 inch higher. Try to drop those knees out to the side again. They kind of want to creep in a little bit. Good work. We got 10 seconds. Let's go. Good job, you guys. Stay here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Oh, nice job. How we doing? Okay, last thing. Favorite little combo. We're gonna do donkey kicks and hydrants. So band above your knees, you're gonna go on all 4s, like tabletop position. Band on, hands on the mat, shoulders right over your wrists, and you're simply gonna, with the band on, drive your foot to the sky, squeezing the glute the whole time. Donkey kicks. If you'd like, optionally, you can put a dumbbell behind your knee. I always find that so awkward. It's when we need ankle weights, you guys, like old school ankle weights, like Jane Fonda. I actually totally have some somewhere in this house. I'm finding them for the next class. Okay, donkey kicks. Second movement, fire hydrants, okay? So just bringing that knee up and out for 45 seconds. 1 leg, switch, second leg, then you're done. Sound good? Okay, ready in 10 seconds. This is our last sequence, so give it all you got. Oh my gosh, ankle weights. I'm so happy that just came to my mind. Here we go. 2 and 1. Ready? So we're donkey kicking. So on these, make sure that your abs are really tight and that you aren't swaying your back. So protect that back by having a really tight core. That's part of the reason I try to incorporate abs into all these glutes workouts too, because your posterior chain is working really hard on this glutes work, and it's really important to counterbalance that with some really strong ab work. More than halfway. Whew. I haven't done these in a minute. These are doing it. After we're done with these, we're gonna stay on this leg and hydrate out, okay? Good. Make sure you're keeping that tension in the band even when you bring your leg down. 2, 1. Whew. Ouchie. Okay, we're gonna hydrate with this leg. I'll show you from this side. Okay? Fire hydrants. You know why it's named that. It's kind of gross. I don't love it. Gotta come up with a new name for this one. Okay, here we go. So we're really burning out that left leg, and then we'll hit the right leg, and we'll do some sit-ups. You guys are doing awesome. I'm proud of you for showing up on a Saturday. Leslie, I'm very glad that your car got done in time and that you're here. Stay on it, guys. Here we go. Halfway. 45 seconds is a long time on this, just so you know. You're not alone if you're feeling that way. 10 seconds, here we go. Stay on it. It's a good burnout, even though we have another burnout coming. And rest. Man. Okay, I'm sweating now. 10 seconds, and we're hitting that right side. Donkey kicks and hydrants. We can do it. It's less than 2 minutes of work. Here we go. 2 and 1. Kick it on back. Drive that heel straight to the ceiling. Check in with your abs. Tighten them if they are not feeling tight. Good. Drive that heel up. Make these really beautiful reps. This is it. More than halfway. Good, guys. Stay in it. Keep moving. 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Keep that band tight. Do not quit. Look awesome. Here we go. 2, 1. Rest. Mentally prepare for the hydrants. Why are they so hard right now? Is it just me? I don't think it's just me. Maybe it's just me. Okay, 5 seconds and we're going. Ready, go. Hydrants. The outer glute is really working. Good job, ladies. Here we go, we're almost finished. Stay mentally connected with what you're doing here. You showed up. This is when it gets really hard at the end, so stay in it and finish strong. You've got 15 seconds, yes you can. Think about how good you're gonna feel when you're finished, how accomplished you'll feel. Here we go, you got 5 seconds, go for the full 5, let's go. Good. And rest. Oh, ouch. Okay, friends, you're amazing. You're killing it. Let's go right into some abs so we can get on with our day, okay? Here we go, abs, what did I write? Let's see. Ooh, that's intense, okay. Sometimes I write it and then I'm like, what was I thinking? Okay, we're gonna do a few rounds of this following sequence. 30 seconds of work at a time. First movement, you can get to water while I demo, is in and out V-ups. So we're gonna go V-up, and then we're gonna bring our hands in, okay? So down and up, and then down with our hands in the middle of our legs, okay? If this is too much or too advanced, just put your hands on the ground and V-up this way, okay? So that's the first thing, and I can't see this far. Then we're doing 30 seconds of toe touches. So feet to the sky, touching our toes, reaching up, squeezing our abs. Then heel taps. Alternating heel taps, working those obliques back and forth. And then we are going to do hip raise. 30 seconds of hip raises, okay? Pretty straightforward, and then we'll rest. We'll do 3 rounds, okay? Let's get started. In and out V-ups. Ready, steady, 30 seconds. Here we go. Go. So we're V-upping. So we're bringing our knees in, and then we're bringing our hands inside of our knees. So our hands are inside and then outside, alternating for 30 seconds. Good. After 30 seconds, we're gonna go straight into those toe taps for 30 seconds as well. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Feet to the sky. We're reaching up and toe touching. Try to get to those laces if you can. I have some slight mobility issues with my hamstrings, so these are super hard for me. Mostly because my hamstrings are so stupid tight. Maybe I should stretch more, perhaps. Ooh. Good. 30 seconds. Reach nice and high. Then we're going to go into this heel taps, alternating in 3, 2, and 1. Heel taps. So shoulder blades off the mat, just rocking back and forth, but not swinging our body. We're letting our obliques pull us from one heel to the other heel. Keep those shoulder blades up, abs super engaged. See how far you can reach past your heels. See if you can get to your laces again. And then we're gonna do hip raises. And then we'll rest in 3, 2, 1. Good. So hips up off the mat. If you want to bring them all the way down and then up, you may for a little extra work. We're just not swinging using our abs, okay? Good. Keep moving for this whole 30-second station, and then you get to rest. Good. Hips up off the mat. 2, 1, rest. Good. Okay, if you want to flip over and take it into a upward facing dog. Ooh, that feels good. We're gonna rest for 30 seconds and then we're gonna go through that sequence again. Starting with in and out BS. Good, 10 seconds. And if you have to jump off early, that's really okay. Just make sure you get a stretch on. Like get some figure fours and some pigeons and stuff and stretch out those glutes a little bit. Here we go. We're back. In and out. Good. Tight abs. Breathing. Good. Halfway. Good, good. Stay with it, you guys. For 5 more seconds. And then we're heading into those toe touches. Here we go. Feet to the sky. Reaching up. Touching those laces if you can. Good job. Here we go. We're just going to do 2 rounds, okay? Just in the interest of time, because we have one glutes finisher that I want to do. So stay here. So work extra hard on these because this is the last time you're doing them. Good job, you guys. 3 seconds. We're back to those heel taps. Here we go. Shoulder blades off the mat. Obliques firing. Reach as far as you can. Good work, you guys. Beautiful. After this, we're going to head into those hip raises, and then we're done with abs. In 3, 2, 1. Hips off the mat. Bring them down if you'd like. Remember, hands right by your feet. Just make sure you aren't swinging your legs. Make your abs do the work. Halfway, here we go. Finish strong. You've done awesome work today already. We're almost done. 5 seconds. Quick rest, glutes finisher. You're on your way. Bagels and mimosas. Time. Good job. Okay. Here we go. Okay, the burnout's gonna be a little bit different this time. We are going to do 30 seconds of a variety of movements with our band on, okay? I'm gonna bring it closer to myself so that I can see what I'm doing. And I will just call out the sequences and you guys follow along, okay? So it's familiar movements to you. We're gonna do 30 seconds of right leg glute bridge, 30 seconds on the left, 30 seconds of both glute bridge, both legs on the ground, and then 30 seconds of abducting with our inner top of our glute bridge, 30 seconds of glute bridge abductions down and up, and then 30 seconds of an iso squeeze at the top. Okay, so you're gonna sit at the top of the glute bridge holding it. Sound good? Okay, band on. Here we go, let's finish strong with this burnout. Okay, here we go, right leg glute bridge, let's go. So, driving through that right heel, left leg is elevated. I like to have a micro bend in my leg per my previous comment about how bad my mobility is. You can bend it even more if you'd like, but you're really just moving a couple of inches. Get your booty off the ground. 30 seconds here, then we'll switch legs. Drive through that heel. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Switch legs. Right leg high, driving through that left heel, working that left glute. It's a really small movement, but it's very, very targeted. You should feel a lot of burn happening. Squeezing that left glute hard at the top. Good. 5 more seconds here, and then you put your right foot down, and we'll do a full glute bridge. Here we go. So just a glute bridge, squeezing your butt at the top. Pushing out against that band the whole time. You can have a weight in your lap if you'd like, but give it a nice pause and squeeze at the top. Good. Way to go, way to finish with me, you guys. 10 seconds, here we go. Then, when we're done here, we're gonna keep doing glute bridges, but every time we get to the top, we're gonna do an abduction. So we're gonna squeeze out against the band. Down and up, squeeze against the band. Down, up, squeeze against the band. Good. After this 30 seconds, we'll hold it at the top of the glute bridge and just abduct against the band for 30 seconds. Nice job, you guys. We're so close. Got 5 more seconds, and then you're gonna hold it at the top of the glute bridge. This should be burning. Okay, hold it high, and we're squeezing out against the band. Tight abs. Keeping the tension in that band for this whole 30 seconds. Good job. After this 30 seconds, we're gonna hold it high, squeeze out, and hold it in an isometric hold at the top of this glute bridge abduction situation. Got 5 seconds, and then 30 seconds left of working, and that's it. All right, so hold it so your butt is high, you're pushing out against the band as hard as you can, and you're squeezing your glutes, which should be on fire, for 30 seconds. Yes, you can. Breathe. See if you can squeeze it out 1 more little inch. Good, good, good. Tight abs. Take a deep breath. Hold it for 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Oh my gosh, that should hurt. That should burn a lot. Good job, you guys. We did it. We did it. We did it. Don't your glutes feel so good? I just love it. It's my absolute favorite thing ever. Okay. Thank you for being here. You guys are the best. Get a stretch on. Try to, drop down into some like really soft yoga poses. I mean, I find myself like, throughout the day just dropping into a figure 4 like this, randomly, like at the grocery store while I'm waiting in line, because my glutes are so tight. So work them out, roll them out. Have a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. We have more classes scheduled for next week than usual, so stay tuned for that update and announcement. And then, yeah, just keep checking in on the YouTube channel too. We have lots of workouts archived if you need anything. But if you need motivation or anything, just hit me up. I'm always happy to try to support you in any way I can. And we appreciate you guys. Thanks for being here.